Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hello, Ozzy. Hello, Fandris. Hello, 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 hello. I actually should say goodbye, Ozzy. He's running. He saw Fandris and he's fucking out of here. Anyways. Barp, barp. SAROS came out today. I'm very excited to play it. Very excited, very excited. Dude, even from this little bit of music, I'm already like, oh god, this is gonna be great. Oh god, this is gonna be incredible. Oh no. I fucking loved Returnal. I played it earlier this year. It was great. I wish I played it when it came out. I kind of disregarded it when it first came out because I was like, oh, it kind of just looks like a generic sci-fi shooter. No, it's incredible, dude. No, it's great. It's great. It's so good. So I'm very excited to play not its sequel, but its follow-up. They're not connected story-wise, but in terms of gameplay, they pretty much have the same gameplay. They're by the same developers. It's like a spiritual successor, yeah. Redeemed a burp? Anyways, I'm excited to play SAROS. I'm opening the game. God, look at the like aesthetic of like the world and shit too. Fuck. Fuck, man. We're in this shit. We're in this shit for real. Oh my god. We're playing a real video game for once. We've been playing nothing but Tomodachi Life lately. We're playing a real game. A video gamey ass video game. Yeah, that all looks good, I think. Okay, yeah, so same system as the first game. It's a roguelike. You die, you lose all your progress. No contact from mission teams. Sending emergency team. Echelon 4. Interesting, interesting. The audio design is already doing some crazy shit. Returnal had amazing audio design, dude. Like, every little noise was incredible.
Wasn't my fault.
Okay, the subtitle size might want to make it a little bit bigger. It's pretty small.
The sun is forever.
The sun is forever. Oh god, we're in this shit. We're in this shit. Oh god.
The sun is forever.
Yeah, I need to make the subtitles a little bigger. They're really tiny, and they're gonna be even smaller for you guys. Look, I have a pretty giant monitor, but I know a lot of people watch Twitch on phone, so it's like, fuck. Did they just throw you into it like Returnal? Yup. Movement. Okay. Dude, I love the sounds that the menu's making. Subtitle size, medium. There we go. Perfect reload, yes. I'm not gonna touch any of this. Speaker name on. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna touch fucking any of this at the moment. Volume? Give me all the volume. Give me all the music. Give me all the dialogue. Just give it all to me. Oh, controller speaker? Minimal. Can I turn it off completely? No. I don't like the controller speaker because I'm playing on stream. I want stream to hear it. Gah. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go. I don't want to mess with the settings right now. Too much. Alright. Dude, already. Holy shit. Like, holy shit, dude. I just spawned into the fucking game and look at this shit. Holy dick, dude. Oh, and the music already. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Find me, Arthur. I need you.
I know. I need...
Okay, maybe I made the dialogue too high. I made the dialogue as high as you could, because, like, I want to hear what people are saying. I think I made it too high. It's a little loud now.
you too.
There we go. Oh, the camera pulled out. Let's go. Trying to get a good look at, like, all these corpses everywhere. This spiky ass shit here. As soon as the camera pulled out, though, immediately, boom, you're so much faster, so snappy. Holy shit. Video gamey ass video game.
Scan for Sultari signals. Right. I need to find her on my own.
Oh, what the? What are those things? It's like a little bugs. Little buggies. View controls and adjust settings. I don't think I'll need to adjust settings at the moment. Oh shit. Whoa. Dude, the guns feel so good. Holy shit. I mean, I knew they would, because goddamn, they were so good in Returnal. Yep, okay. Is the dash button different? I don't remember the dash being L1 in the first one. I might change that. I think it was like circle in the first one. I kind of don't like it being L1. L1's a weird dash button. I will say that. Is this the money?
What you want. What you need.
Why are you screaming, Ozzy? Button mapping. Okay. So circle isn't on anything. I might make that the dash because I don't like the dash being on L1. I don't think it was on L1 in the first game. Yeah, the melee's on R1 now instead of square. I might... Can I change these controls? Reassign. New button for dash. Circle. Reassign melee to square. Yeah. That's the only things I want to change, I think. I just want them to have the same controls. Okay, so your melee doubles as a shield in this one. Okay. You immediately get your dash and everything. It's awesome. There's more of like a proper tutorial area in this one. In the first one, there was what's the word? It just kind of threw you in there. Just kind of threw you into the game in the first one. R2-D2? What the fuck is that thing? Not R2-D2. Big angry robot bug. Oh, it's fucking pissed. It's pissed off. Oh, yep. Yep, I'm gonna get addicted just like the first game. I'm gonna get fucking addicted. Great. I shot 3 enemies and it's already feeling like crack. What's this? Okay, so that's my health bar on the left. Dude, what the hell? This place is crazy looking.
Let nothing stop you.
Get this tutorial off my screen. Now. Right now. Get it off. Absorb projectiles with your shield to recharge your power. Almost ate shit. Dude, what a crazy visual. Ow. Whoa. What's up here? Dude, my health, I'm dying, I'm gonna fucking die.
I see you.
Dude, this...
I know
Hold on,
you
go
are
back over
here.
here. Jesus Christ. This game is crazy looking, dude. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. What's going on up there? I wanna go invite me next time. They're blowing their load up there.
You are so close.
Hey, Ham! Holy dick.
Hold on for me. I will find you.
Are these like giant cannons? Yeah, they are. I wonder what they're shooting at. I don't like the look of this arena. Dude, look at the way that crumbled after I shot it. That's so cool. Oh, hello. Suddenly boss battle? My god. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! Ow. Ow, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying a lot. Holy shit! Holy fuck! There was so much stuff on the floor! It's peak, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's peak already. Oh god. Oh lord. Ah, sex! Okay. 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 They got me. They fucking got me, man. Fan dipped fast? They always do. They come in here just to see how fast they can get in. They type what time they got in, and then they leave. Sometimes they'll gamble, but then they just leave after gambling. They never actually watch stream. Blah. I'm alive.
Restored.
I'm alive, I'm alive. Holy shit, you're rich, Ozzy, you're rich. I think you have more than me. Because I lost all my points because I gambled all before. Yep.
She was there.
Wrist computer. Okay. Got our map, our status screen, equipment screen, data bank, big balls, big dick, big cock, big nuts. So we respawn out of this thing. What the fuck is it? Where are we?
Jerome?
Jerome?
Sheridan?
Who the hell's Jerome or Sheridan? It is small, don't lie. What are you talking about? That looks like a grapple point, so I think we're gonna get another grappling hook in this game eventually.
Tom?
Oh my god, another human being. You never saw any other people in Returnal. Another human being. Oh. Maybe I don't want to see another human being. Maybe that's... You said big cock, big balls, big penis, big nuts.
I need to know that I just made the right decision.
It's me, boss.
Haven't seen Tarn since he sabotaged our ship. Thought he was dead. Just like you.
Wait, how long?
Since the last time the sun died, mate.
Yeah, I remember seeing the eclipse and then...
Okay, so we got some friends. Liar, veiny, throbbing, big ol' penis.
Tarn was good people. You can come out.
There's other people?
Tarn.
Arjun? Tarn. No.
Mine
What
is
happened?
small.
Where have you been? And what did you do?
Nothing. I don't know what to tell you, Kate. It feels like I only just left and Tom jumps me.
You left us here.
This guy's voice sounds
We've
familiar,
lost people.
but
There's
I probably
no
don't know
way
it.
to
I'm
get
probably
home.
just going
You-
crazy.
Kayla,
You can just-
he's returned to us. That is what matters.
Time for this later. Kayla, Stack, go make sure Tarn didn't mess with any other equipment. While Jerome and I deal with this.
Massive one in game, of course.
Yes, you too, mate.
Right.
Arjun, there's a Sultari signal out there. It's our best shot at finding the colony.
Let's find our people before that signal disappears. I'll follow when you're ready.
I'll find them and make sure everyone's safe.
Speak to the Echelon 4 crew. What's up?
I need to know what you were doing out there. What if what happened to Tarn happens to you?
I'm fine, Kayla. It was only a few hours.
Days, Arjun. You were
VR
gone for
chat,
days.
Willy.
Days.
I love VR chat, Cot.
However long it was, I should get back to the search.
Ba, 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 ba. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck?
It's good to have you back, Arjun. Thought we'd lost you too.
I can't believe so many are gone.
They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
Like that Arjun
Changed.
guy?
What happened to them?
It was different for each of them. But Alab and Beers, they were so cruel. It was a mercy when they left.
So, how are you, Stack?
Somewhat adrift. A pilot with clipped wings.
You'll be alright once we find the colony. What are you gonna do in the meantime?
Dude, look at all the little details on like
Sheridan
the moving
had me
parts
counting rations
on his
and sweeping
armor and
floors.
shit.
But I need more. I came here for so much more.
Alright, man. Sorry about that. Sorry to hear that, man. Can I talk to you more? I can.
We were supposed to be the support ship. But who's gonna help us?
We help each other. Nothing's changed that.
So my immediate assumption, because of Returnal and because of how psychological Returnal was, my immediate, like, instinct is wanting to immediately assume that not everything I'm seeing is real. And so I'm trying to, like, keep that in the back of my head, that maybe not everything is real in this game. A lot of this might just be metaphorical and symbolic like the first game. So I'm trying to keep that in my mind when I'm seeing these other people, that maybe these other people aren't even actually fucking here.
Sheridan. I'm sorry you had to make that call.
My job is to keep my team alive.
What happens to the crew isn't your fault.
Saltari won't agree. Half of us gone, and nothing to show for it.
They won't care once we find the colonists. We've got your back, boss. You think the others can hold it together?
They're the only ones who didn't lose their minds. So that's something.
Everyone's hurting. But remember, we've still got a job to do.
Of course we're hurting. Tarn was a friend.
We've lost a lot of friends. I'm just trying to keep the rest alive.
What the hell happened, Jay?
Most wandered off and got themselves killed. Some came back. Different. It's been ugly, Arch.
Objective updated.
You think the colonists are still alive?
We get occasional signals, but they stop as soon as they start. There were thousands on the ships before us. Gotta be some sign of them out there.
What about you, Jay? How you holding up?
Won't lie, mate. I bloody hate this
What the freak, Ozzy? Yeah, Ozzy was talking about VR chat dick. Alright. Can I go in this? What is this? Feels good. Feels good. Also, hi, yes, hi, Orum, hello, hello. Ah, the sunlight!
Plot a route to that Saltari signal.
Alright,
Map data corrupted.
we're in this shit.
Marking approximate location.
Dude, I'm just like taking in. God damn, dude. God damn. God damn. Just taking in the view. Big VR PP. We love that. We love that. Oh, yeah, it's not an eclipse yet. Shattered Rise. It's so bright. Die! Oh my god, they actually scatter when you shoot at them. I wasn't expecting that. Can I kill one? Taco Bell later? Let's go, let's go. Alright, let's make our way through. Collecting Lucenite during a cycle raises your proficiency level. Unlock new nodes in the armor matrix. Okay.
Let's find that signal and bring back some good news.
On it, Jay.
That lot in the passage is all that's left of us. And they're ready to break.
I have a key. I definitely cannot get up there. I can't jump that high. Let me up. Let me up. Where do I go? I can't jump that high. I got weak jumps. Oh. What the fuck? Dude, I love the colors of this area. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You're coping. Area scan.
Jay, do we know anything about this civilization yet?
Whatever it was, it's a graveyard now.
But Soltari said there was nothing.
Focus on the rescue, mate.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
Unknown power signature detected. Integration suggested.
What the fuck? Unknown power. Care to integrate with it? Yeah, sure, I guess. I'll just stick my hand in here. No big deal. Well, there goes my arm. I'm sure that's fine.
Power integrated. Open the path.
L2 all the way down to use your power weapon. Okay, so that's the alt fire? Yeah. So what the hell, guys? Where do I see my power? It's that meter. Okay, and then you refill that meter by absorbing projectiles. Yeah, okay. I get it, I get it. I get it, I get it. So they definitely want you to block more in this game. They definitely want you to block more.
You really don't remember.
Because blocking gives you more shots for your big, strong bullshit.
Odds are looking grim at this point.
No, they're safe, Jerome. Everyone on those ships is safe.
Bow, bow, bow. God damn this place. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Resilience +5 plus integrity. Awesome. Whoa. What's this? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Ow! Ah, I ran out. Ow, ow, ow. Taking so much hits. So many hits, so many hits. +5 command, whatever the fuck that means. Okay, I kind of see why they had it on the buttons before for this game, so I'm going to switch it back to the bumpers. Because, yeah, I'm just going to switch which bumpers they were on. The melee I'm going to have... Oh, I wasn't done. Reassign the melee over there. And then the dash... Fuck you. Reassign the dash up there. Reassign secondary interact there. Yeah, I see why they had them up there now. I really do. I just don't like the dash up there, man. That's the only thing. I'm kind of okay with the melee being there, actually. Yeah, swap the melee dash. I just don't want the dash up there. I want the dash on circle. The melee can be on R1, yeah. I'm okay with that. Then my two movement things are both on the face buttons, my jump and dash. But then I have fire right here and then melee right next to it, the guard. So I use the same finger for both of these, and then the same finger for both of these. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'll like that. What's over here? Let me in, let me in. Wait. Audio log.
The sun. Oh, the sun. It's in me. It sees me. It knows me. Soon, they will come for us. And we will bleed. And we will smile.
Wow. What a guy. Oh god, so much lore already. Look at all this. Oh my god. What the fuck? So much reading. One of Earth's largest corporations, boasting millions of employees across the globe and worlds far beyond Soltari. Products and services have a place in every walk of life, but the forefront of its current interests is deep space exploration and settlement. Okay. Echelon 4. Following failure to establish remote communications with any of the previous Echelon flights, and therefore great uncertainty about the success of the colony effort, an emergency crew has been dispatched aboard Echelon 4 in order to investigate, resolve any unforeseen difficulties on Carcosa. 4 strong contingent forces will perform reconnaissance and Okay, there's me. Reporting to Jerome Jackson, Enforcer, as part of Echelon 4. Nationality, UK. Devrosh has worked in security for most of his adult life, principally for minor corporations. Although this is his first off-world posting, he has extensive combat and reconnaissance experience. He comes highly recommended by Enforcer Jackson. He's worked in multiple field operations on Earth. Demonstrated singular focus, off-world training, his determination, and put him in the head of his... to have... This is not considered... Okay, so he probably has some sort of mental illness or PTSD or something, because it says at the bottom, Devraj is noted to have, and then it's blocked out, but this is not considered a significant risk factor. So he has something that it says isn't a significant risk factor, but it's most likely a risk factor. Then all the birth dates are blocked out too. Tarn, the least experienced. Tarn demonstrates a keen understanding of the bigger picture for Soltari. Tarn only enters the field in the company of a more senior enforcer. In the event that the Carcosan colony cannot be immediately located, his... Oh, I backed out by mistake. By accident. Anyways. Sheridan, 30-year-old veteran of the Soltari space program. Having spent her entire adult life dedicated to it, she has been in leadership positions for almost a decade. Her record is exemplary, with no recorded complaints from superiors. Okay. Jerome, Sheridan, Tarn, Arjun. Yeah, Jerome is our boss, because it says reporting to Jerome. Extensively battle-tested, both on and off-world, both the public and private defense sectors. Yes. And this guy was the pilot. They have no remaining familial or ties on Earth. Nationality redacted. Birth date redacted. What the fuck? This guy's Australian. Aussie, you're in the game. Birth date 20th of August. She's Canadian. She's from the USA. A special exception has been made due to has never left Earth orbit. Bruh, and now she's on a different planet. Fuck. Oh, there's someone else. Medical specialist. Bierce. We just found a voice recording from Bierce. Bierce is not qualified to explore the wilds of Carcosa alone. Well, looks like they did. So, Echelon 3. So this was the team that was sent here before us. Comprised of several hundred civilian settlers, non-essential workers, small business owners, wealthy passengers, and a small number of volunteers who have agreed to lifelong Soltari service. Echelon 2 contains thousands of Soltari employees intended to comprise a Lucenite extraction and exportation workforce. So this one included hundreds of civilians. This one included thousands of Soltari employees. What about the first one? A handful of pioneers. Okay. So they sent thousands of people here, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? That seems like a bad idea. Audio log. Yeah, we just heard that. It was from Bierce. Biomes. The Passage and the Shattered Rise. First experience in Carcosa. Multiple structures and remnant technology. Already claimed the lives of multiple Echelon 4 personnel. They've dubbed it the Passage. It is their gateway to Carcosa. Hostiles. This is just an enemy databank. Weapons, weapon databank. Resources. Okay. Bah, bah, bah. What's this? I don't have strong enough punchies yet. No. I got weak ass punches. +5 drive, whatever that means. Bah. Bah.
Is this ours? Echelon 4 gear.
Confirmed. Vandalism locked.
Grr. At the time between eclipses, I find myself again. I think about what I've done, about what I'm going to do next, and I know that none of it is right. That doesn't mean I can stop it. The darkness will chew up the sun and spit it out all over again, and I'll wake up with just memories of a dream. Am I the dreamer or the dream? The dream of kings, the dream of my desires, endless and hungry. It's so short now, this time awake. So Jerome, Lena, Arjun, whoever finds this, I'm sorry, but I can't change any of it now. Tarn. So Tarn was like drawing weird fucking glyphs and worshipping the sun, and he went fucking crazy, dude. He went fucking silly mode. Buh. Buh. +3 drive. Again, don't know what that means. But sure.
Such a small thing. Just a little cut in the right place and boom, no more ship. I fell for them. I really did. The despair as our only way home burned. But I had to do it. Pain is the first step on the path.
Yeah, so he purposely sabotaged
Sound like him anymore.
our ship
What the hell
and stranded
happened
us
while I was
here.
gone?
But why?
Everyone lost their damn mind.
But why? Why would he do that to me? Me specifically. I don't care about anybody else. Why do you do that to me specifically? Open, please. What the fuck? What the fuck? Something I shoot to open it, maybe? Please. Please. What the fuck? What are you? Die!
Eyes up, we've got trouble.
Kill it! Kill it now! It's probably a tease of the boss of the area, yeah.
The kind of shit I've been dealing with. Best we
Holy
avoid that
shit. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to avoid that. That's definitely a tease for the boss of the area. They're definitely teasing my taint. What's this stuff? Special resource for armor alteration. Permanent resource. I love permanent resources! The giant, like, praying statue up there. This place is crazy looking, man. Place is crazy looking.
I hear it. The voice. The whisper of the eclipse. It's been waiting. Watching us. It wants me to listen.
move my VTuber model. I don't like the way it's positioned right now. It's like way too high up. Okay. Ba-ba-bow. Yeah, those are definitely grapple points.
Soltari weapon detected.
New weapon!
Soltari
Dude, the
assault
weapons
rifle.
in
High-speed auto
the
fire.
first game were incredible. They were all so unique and awesome and cool and fun
This
and
was Tarn's
awesome
favorite.
and cum-worthy. They all made me cum so much. Bow, bow, bow. Halfway down to do alt fire. Huh. I don't understand. Can I put alt fire on a different button, I wonder?
Jay, I see a tower.
I haven't seen
Because
anything like that.
L1's not being
But the
used for
ground
anything.
keeps
I
shifting
moved
each
that
time I
button.
go back out.
So
What are you talking about?
This world, mate. Carcosa keeps changing its mind.
Maybe we can find a way to the city.
Big planet, mate. One thing at a time. Find the signal.
just looking at something. Let's see. There we go. Now power weapon is still L2, but alt fire is L1. There we go. That's better. Because now I don't need to press the same button. Because the way they did it, and they did this in the first game too, is you hold the trigger down all the way, and it does one thing. But if you hold it down halfway, using the adaptive trigger thing where it will stop you halfway through, then it does the alt fire. It's just so much easier to have alt fire be a separate button. I get it, they want to use the adaptive trigger, but it's like you're literally not using L1 right now. The button does nothing. So why would you just not have them be separate buttons? It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so the alt fire on this gun slows down the bullets, but I'm assuming they do more damage. I'm assuming. Yeah, there's a lot more to just friggin' manage already with like the shield and absorbing projectiles as well as everything else from the first game. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Where'd he go? Ole mole. Ooh, new gun. Smart rifle. Okay. Sure. Oh! This one has seeker bullets, it looks like. And what's the alt fire? I don't even know. Like shoots like a spread of bullets, I guess, like 3 bullets at once instead of just 1. So it slows down the rate of fire, but you shoot 3. Bah. Do.
Warning.
Uh-oh.
Extreme threat detected.
Where? Hello. Holy shit. There we go. Bah. I guess a pushover. Bonus Lucenite from kills? Sure. Sure, dude. A ball! I love balls.
What is this place?
Don't worry
Is this
about it.
some sort of
I'm sure it's
temple?
fine. Oh, is this a lore room?
Was that them?
Yep,
The ancients?
lore room.
Biological evidence required.
Gah. Lore room.
Iconography depicts a ritual. Context unknown.
Cool. I wonder if these pictures become clearer somehow. Oh, they look actually pretty clear if like you look at them from a distance. Because like that one. Yeah. Like you go back to like the middle area. And they look pretty clear. Oh. Oh. They're sucking me in just like they did in the first game where everything's just so fucking cool. God damn it. God damn it. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong button for that. Because melee was square in the first game. Required for certain gates and containers. Sure.
Mine?
Give me a scan.
Unknown technology. Leucinite composite constructed centuries ago.
Dude. This game's like fucking aesthetic is so sick. Holy shit. Ugh. You know, maybe you shouldn't reach out to creepy hands coming out of the ground. Maybe it's a bad idea. Oh, now it's the eclipse. Awesome. Great.
Glorious.
Jay, I think I messed up.
You think? Oopsie, I think I caused the end of the world. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. I made an oopsie. It's now the fucking eclipse and everyone's gonna fucking die. My bad. God damn. Carcosa has been changed by the eclipse. Hostiles have become more dangerous and will now fire corrupted projectiles. Oh, good. Yay.
What's with the leucinite?
Energy yield vastly enriched during eclipse.
Yeah, all the roots are like moving now.
What the hell happened to that hostile?
Abnormal energy surge. Matches solar conditions.
Oh my god. I keep finding keys. I want to touch it.
Alert. Soltari signal detected. Caution advised. Abnormal biomass detected.
What is this? Locate a way to open the gate. Okay. So that's probably the boss in there. Because it has a big red symbol on my map. I am going to be blocking the map for most of the game. That's okay. It's okay. Gain 1-hit immunity after equipping an artifact. Increased weapon recoil. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, this big red symbol I think is a boss. Yeah, Overlord, 100%.
Bloody eclipse pissed off the entire world.
Are you okay?
Nothing I can't handle, but things are heated.
Okay, I should test if I can absorb the corrupted ones. You cannot. Okay. You can only absorb the blue ones. That makes sense. That makes sense. I kind of assumed that was the case. I just wanted to test to be 100% sure. New game. You never know. still don't have a grapple. Can't go that way. I'm seeing a lot of grapple points now, though. So I think I might be getting one soon. Oh, hello. I hate flying enemies. Oh, shit, there was blue. I gotta absorb the blue, because there's not much blue anymore. Give me it. Give me... Oh, I'll hit the wall. Whoa, calm down, buddy. Holy moly. Getting hit with corrupted projectiles causes corruption to build up. Diminishes the max integrity of your armor? You suck dick, dude. So that's what that thing on above my health in the bottom left is. That little, like, rectangle on the top of my health bar. Gah. Can I get rid of it? Does it go away? Increases weapon recoil? That's fine. I'll just aim better. I'll just, like, aim gooder. Easy peasy. Firing while stationary deals reduced damage. I'm never stationary, so give me that. Can't get it there. Yeah. Can't interact with that yet. What is that symbol? Nightmare strand. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, you use keys on these. I see. Oh, it's a stronger prominence. Okay, so you're gonna get different R2s as well. Okay, okay. Ah, I need a grapple. They're teasing me with so many grapple points right now. They have to be giving me a grapple soon. Have to be. It's another smart rifle. It has less damage accumulation. But it has extra round. And there's also a pistol, which has explosive rounds and favored target. I kind of want this one with the explosive rounds. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I don't really have any favorite guns yet, so... Whoa, Jesus Christ, the recoil. Holy shit. That's gonna make me fucking sick. What the hell were they thinking? Jesus. What were they thinking, I say, when I grabbed the increased recoil thing? Jesus Christ. Okay. The alt fire doesn't have as bad recoil. Use the alt fire for the most part, I think. Jesus Christ. We're just nodding every time I shoot. But. Firing while stationary. I'll never be stationary in my life. Never ever. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hello? Oh, hello.
Sheridan wants me back out on the ridge. She talks like it's just routine, but I see the guilt in her eyes. She thinks it's a death sentence. Maybe she's right. We're not equipped to deal with those things out there. We're just...
Alpha threat detected. Soltari holocache detected.
Whoa! Big boy. Come on, hit him! Ugh. Oh, the rings fall down. Interesting. Holy shit, man. Holy moly. Fucking bitch. Fucking bitch, dude. Fucking shitheads everywhere. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Jesus. Oh my Christ. I'm gonna die. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Oh my god, my health. My health, my health, my health, my health, my health. Jesus fucking Christ. Inventory full. What? Can I drop something? I don't think I can drop anything. I think that I just fucking have what I have now. What the hell? Holy moly. I'm so dead. My fucking health is gone.
I'm guessing I can't break
Let me
that.
in!
Confirmed. Extreme kinetic energy required.
I shoot at this. Nope. What the hell? What the helly? Ow. My toe, my toe.
It's you. I knew you'd be okay. I knew you'd be here. Activate holocache.
Delroy still won't hear anyone's concerns. The mission's the mission until we hear otherwise. I guess purpose is good, even if it seems absurd. I worry more about Micah. Sometimes I catch him staring at nothing, into the black. He says he can hear something. The others think he's losing it, but I think he's just scared.
I'll find you. That's why I'm here.
Interesting. Hey, go away. Okay. Uh-oh.
Spatial distortion ahead. Unknown technology. Tracing readings from a previous location.
A shortcut. I'll take all the help I can get.
Let me in. Alright, my health is looking normal now. What's this?
Residue
A vault
of
key.
biomass matches earlier scans.
Oh, it's for the gate. The gate. I see. It's over here. Grapple point. Tactical rifle. Superload spectral round. Gimme. Whoa, I almost dashed off. Okay.
Signal leads underground. I've found a tunnel leading there.
Careful, Arch. We have no idea what else is down there.
I just need to keep going. I'm close, Jay.
I'm close too. Dude, the grass is like grabbing me. Let go. Let go of me. Let go of me. Oh god. Oh god. That's what I feared. Big Resident Evil eyeballs I gotta shoot? Okay. Oh yeah, it's like a giant corpse being puppeted by the plants. The same grass that was grabbing me. Big freak, yeah. Yeah, he's literally being puppeted. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Fuck me. Is that only one health bar? Am I fucking cooked? Am I cooked? Holy shit. Oh my god. Fuck me, my dash wasn't ready. Oh my god, dude. Get away from me! Why is there one behind me too? Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Shoots 4 now? Dude, oh my Christ. Holy shit, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh my Christ. Fuck me. Holy shit. Oh my Lanta. Okay, whew. I'm like barely getting through this. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Jesus Christ! Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Oh my god, dude. That like last part at the end where you're playing hole in the wall. Essentially in the fucking like tiny ass hallway. Oh my god. Just trying to slip through everything. Oh, Jesus, dick. My god.
Think I found another tunnel system. A bunch of roots just withered away.
Ran into something unpleasant. But I'm on my way down now.
The music too, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get addicted to this like Returnal. I'm gonna get fucking addicted. Jesus Christ. Oh, crackhead gameplay, man. Literally. It's somehow even more crackhead gameplay than Returnal, because you're having to, like, absorb projectiles and shit, too. Ugh.
Jay, the path ahead is blocked, but I found a way back to the passage.
The tunnel I found is clear. I'll check it out.
I'll catch up with you. See you down there.
Okay. Oh.
Explain your arrival, Enforcer Devraj.
I don't know, and I don't have time to figure it out. I see Kayla got around to putting you together.
Your report. Now.
I found something. In the ruins. It brought me back here. That's all I know.
This network was closed to me before. Accessing. Establishing interface. Teleportation. This technology is now Soltari property. A bonus has been allocated for your discovery.
Oh, I don't give a damn about the bonus, Primary. I need to get back out there.
Then we are aligned, Enforcer Devraj. I have linked our cartography to the ancient network. Access the device and follow the path you opened. Examining the ancients' usage of teleportation is vital to Soltari interests. Find other nodes and activate them.
You sure this tech is safe to use?
Profit analysis deems the risk acceptable. Proceed, Enforcer Devraj.
Speak with Primary.
Your absence has been noted, Enforcer Devraj.
I was out there searching for our people.
Attempting recovery of company assets. File amended. Log your findings and deposit acquired resources. Everything on this world is Soltari property.
Sheridan says finding the colonists is my priority.
Soltari regulations supersede Commander Bouchard.
Soltari isn't here. That's why they sent us.
I am Primary. I am Soltari.
I don't like this guy. I hate clankers. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's kill him, please. Oh, never mind. He gives me armor upgrades. We can keep that part of him. Let's just, like, remove his ability to speak. Spend resources collected during cycles to unlock alterations. These armor matrix nodes, which permanently upgrade your abilities. I love permanent upgrades. Your armor capability has been upgraded. Further armor alterations will help you venture ever deeper into Carcosa. The armor matrix contains a plethora of different upgrades. Bee boo ba ba dee boo ba. Okay. Unlocks adrenaline levels in combat related to bonuses. Yes. Let's see. Integrity. Increases shield capacity. Max power. Okay, so command is related to the shield. So over here is more health. Over here is more money. This one in the middle is more shield. I'm gonna do the more health. And I can go back and get the other ones too if I wanted. Okay. Same deal up here. Health, shield, money. Drive attribute enhancers can be dropped by hostiles. I'm just gonna go down the left side for now. I have a lot of currency. Unlocking certain powerful alterations requires a rare material called halcyon, which is, I guess, the ether of this game. The permanent currency can be found scattered throughout Carcosa, on the ground or in containers. As you unlock alterations, more of the armor matrix will gradually be revealed. Shield can now trap and draw power from corrupted projectiles. Yes! Okay, so now I can absorb the other projectiles too, not just the blue ones. Key junctions in the armor matrix are unlocked by overlord nodes. To unlock these, you must dispatch the powerful overlords who gatekeep Carcosa. Each grants a potent alteration and access to the next section of the armor matrix. So this is the Prophet node. I have beaten Prophet. That was the guy I just beat, so... Ooh, there's a second chance? Dude, I'm already gonna get a second life? They're giving me, like, some crazy upgrades already, I feel like. Am I high? Proficiency... 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 Proficiency. Okay. So it's the same thing on both sides. Can already get a second life. As well as this, because I beat this boss. And then I can go back and get this as well. Dude, I'm already getting so many upgrades. I'm kind of just bum rushing it upward though and not doing like any of the side paths here. I'm kind of just going as far as I can. Shield capacity, resilience, shield capacity, power weapon usage, each cycle with an extra redraw item. Why do I have so much money? Is it because I beat that boss? Did the bosses like just give you a shit ton of money? I probably wasn't supposed to beat that boss, like, first try. I was probably supposed to take a couple tries. But I feel like because I played Returnal not that long ago, I still have some muscle memory. So, bah. Increase proficiency by 1. Drive attribute enhancers become more effective. Then I can go this way, which gives a lot of things. Maximum armor increases shield capacity. Dude, what the hell? And it ends with start cycle with a key. What about this side? Adrenaline level increases faster. As well as max power. Armor integrity. Okay, so 1 resilience, 1 command, 1 drive. 1 resilience, 1 command, 1 drive. Okay. So all these symbols are the same. It's the things at the end that are different. So adrenaline levels increase faster, or start cycle with a key. Which branch do I want to work towards? I think this one, the left one. So let's start working towards the left one maybe? Or we could work our way up. You know, what's upward? It won't allow me to view that far up, I guess. Yeah. I'd have to at least buy 1. I'm gonna work my way down this path. These paths seem like the best ones, because these ones, these like multicolored symbols, increase everything. Resilience, command, and drive. Whereas these other ones usually just increase that one thing. So these side paths here, if I see like these rainbow ones, I feel like I should always prioritize those. I don't know. I just got a ton of upgrades for just starting the game. For every proficiency level, that's pretty good. Start each cycle with an extra redraw. Extra proficiency. I now have a second chance every single life, I think. Less Lucenite lost. Shield, now works against corrupted things. Yeah, I just got like a ton of shit. Ton of shit. World Dial, Shattered Rise, Ancient Depths. So there's going to be 3 other sections, at least. Wait, cancel teleport. I wanted to look in his menus more. Statistics. Deployment time, 113. Data bank matrix. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh yeah, I have a different outfit because I pre-ordered the game. What does this one look like? This one's pretty cool. I might use it for a little bit. I kind of don't like the fleshy arm. Look at that. I don't like my fleshy hand. I'll still use it for like at least, I don't know, the rest of this run. The rest of this run at least, I guess. Okay, portal open. Wait, can I go talk to everybody else first? Like, is everyone else here?
God, I'm tired.
Yeah, they are.
I haven't rested since... I just keep seeing his eyes in my sleep.
I see them too. That bold yellow. I still haven't captured the color properly.
Whatever helps you process it, I guess. I just want some damn sleep.
Water.
Is there any way I could join you out there? I feel like
No, you'll die. You'll die like instantly. You'll die within minutes.
Who built that city?
A city?
Well, we don't know anything about it.
The city.
About it.
Gleaming, rising, screaming.
Stack. What are you on about?
He's going insane.
I have seen it. Heard it. Like a dream far beyond these walls.
Maybe you should get some
Yeah, he's
rest.
definitely the next to go insane, that's for sure. Also, I think there's other outfits in this game too. I don't own them because I don't own the digital deluxe. But one of them is based on Ghost of Yotei, one of them is based on God of War, and then they have an Astra suit, so you can have like the suit from Returnal. I'm not paying an extra $10 though for 3 costumes.
Tell me you found something.
Fuck that.
No colonists yet. Just more ruins and hostiles.
Especially because I'm probably gonna not even wear this one.
And now it's just
I'll
us.
probably wear only the default
think
one.
happened?
I'm just wearing this one for now.
The builders.
I don't know. I just hope we learn that before it happens to us.
It won't. I won't let it.
I won't let it.
Whatever they were, they built things we could only dream of. If they couldn't survive, how can we?
We can use
She got a
what
point.
they left behind.
She's got a point.
Their weapons, their resources.
That's exactly what Soltari wants from us. To be their guinea pigs.
Can I talk to this guy more? No. Is that it? Oh, no. She's here.
Anything yet?
Still
What's up?
searching. But I spotted a winged creature. Nothing like the others.
How could Soltari miss so much?
They only saw profit with the Lucenite extraction.
Yeah, we all know they'll cut a corner to save a buck. But Carcos is a big investment.
Yeah, they definitely threw everything at it. 3 ships of colonists and then us to clean up the mess, obviously.
If Lucenite's even half the energy source they say it is, you know how badly it's needed back home. But leave it to Primary to manage those odds. Hey, that creature you saw? Next time I hear about it, it had better be dead.
Copy that.
Okay, it won't be. Echelon 1, Pioneer Team. Okay, we read what each echelon was before. Thousands of employees, hundreds of employees and volunteers. Civilian settlers as well. And then 4 is the emergency crew, investigating total communications failure with Carcosan colony, included 4 enforcers for reconnaissance and security purposes. And I guess we're one of the enforcers. Soltari chose Carcosa for colonization due to the presence of leucine, a compound with vast energy potential. Projected annual revenues from extraction and delivery to Earth are in the trillions. 3 Echelon spacecraft have been dispatched to Carcosa with missions to establish the colony. Leucine extraction takes precedence over all other concerns. Contact lost with Echelon 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, so they don't even necessarily care about retrieving the lost echelons before us. They just want the leucinite. They just want the resources. Classic. Why become an enforcer? It was the natural next step, doing what I do, but with more meaning. It's not just about getting paid, it's about helping people. Does it make you feel good? It's not about that, it's not about me. Then what is it about? If they're really lost, if they're in trouble, then they need someone to save them. I just think that's meant to be me. The real reason we know is one of the people who got lost is someone he knows. We keep seeing like visions of this woman. Seemingly maybe his wife. Or a sister. Wife or sister. Those are my assumptions. Sheridan Bouchard. Observed flaws, superiority complex. Rejection sensitivity. Me too. Stack. Highly adaptable. Openness to experience flaws. Traits in line with oppositional defiant disorder. What the fuck is that? Kayla. Detail-oriented. Inventive. History of anxiety. Risk of homesickness. Yeah, let's send someone who easily gets homesick to a different fucking planet. What the fuck? Jerome. Level-headed. Never questions orders. Fatalistic tendencies. Possibly unresolved grief. Redacted. There's a redacted name. Highly driven when focused. Compartmentalizes fear. Observed flaws, prone to distraction, history of substances. Considering our name is the only name not here, that's probably us. Highly driven when focused. Compartmentalizes fear. Prone to distraction, history of substances. We abuse substances? That's awesome. That's so cool, man. That's so sick. Whose body is this? It's probably the guy we killed. Not that we killed, that the one lady killed, that almost killed us. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Boo boo bow. Beep boo bow. I love Dad and some flowers. I wonder who that's to. If that's us, like if we have a kid, or if that's one of the other guys here. Let me look. It's a guy without a beard in the drawings. I don't think it's us. I guess we could have just grown a beard before coming on this mission. Or maybe we grew it during the mission because we can't shave while we're on this planet. I don't fucking know. Seems like a well-maintained beard, though, so I think it's probably something he had for a while. Bah! So it's probably not our daughter, or son. Wonder if it was the guy we killed. He didn't have a beard. Let's see. Poker night. They're playing poker here? Why am I not on the list? Oh, I am. Wait, no, I'm not. What the fuck? They didn't invite me. Gambling and substances. Do. Maintain the colony is still presumed to be active and successful. Emphasize the importance of securing the mining operation over colonist well-being. Remind crew that any doubts and concerns should be taken to the designated primary unit rather than disclosed to colleagues. Yeah, that's a great idea. Go voice any concerns you have about the ethics of this mission with the scary AI that has no ethics rather than your fellow man. Do not refer to the Echelon program with any terminology that implies failure to meet expectations. Disclose that there has been no contact with prior Echelon missions since redacted. Allow any crew member to engage in reconnaissance without enforcer protection. Wow, sounds like they really care about our well-being. I love poker. Someone has a lot of dogs. Holy shit. three big old dogs. You seeing what I'm seeing? Right next to the monitor? It's the astronaut. I wonder if that means anything or it's just like a nod to Returnal. I doubt it means anything. Because like they explicitly said that it's not a sequel to Returnal. That the games are not connected story-wise. They explicitly said that. It is interesting that it's there, though. Someone's going fucking crazy. Someone's going fucking crazy. Oh, yeah, I think the pilot guy is a painter, so he probably made this. Probably made this crazy-ass board, too, because he was obviously going a little nuts. I was thinking for a second, like, why would there be a poster of the eclipse on the planet? Like, how would they already have this? And it's like, yeah, the guy mentioned before that he was painting the guy who got killed. What was his name? His name was on this list over here. I'll know it when I see it. Tarn. That he was making a painting of Tarn with his yellow eyes. So he probably made this as well. Is it a dinosaur plushie? Seems like each person has their own area. I wonder which one's ours. More pictures of like the eclipse and shit. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Any other little details I can look at? I don't see anything. Can't go in there yet. Do do do. Do do dee do do do. Why? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get personnel. How do I get there? There's one more thing I haven't looked at. It's over here. Whoa! Haven't met this guy yet.
There you are.
This is the least of our concerns. I know.
Hey. Whatever keeps you going, Sebastian.
What is that for you, Arjun?
Finishing the mission. Keeping people safe.
Oh, Arjun. I know you better than that. Keeping people safe.
All right.
How's things been for you with all this?
Same as ever, my friend.
Though,
I have missed your company.
but you're all right. So few of us left now.
I could rage about what I've lost and what I deserve. But to what end?
Sounds like you've given up.
Not at all. I chose a different dream. That's all. When you were away, what were you looking for, Arjun?
For something that makes sense. A clue, a reason, you know?
Sure. I hope you find what you need out there.
All right. This guy is definitely suspicious of us. He doesn't believe us for shit. I need water really bad. I drank all my water already. I'll be right back. Here, I'll go here. There we go. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get water. Okay. All right. Well, as soon as I got up to get water, dinner finished up. So I'm actually gonna pull something up to watch while I eat. Happy face. Happy, happy, happy. I'm jealous, I'm jealous. I'll make it so you can see my Chrome. Bah. That's the wrong one. I accidentally put it on game capture. Still worked, but screen capture works better. Let's see. We could actually finish this video from before. That I was like, oh my god, that's 40 minutes long. Oh my god. Let me rewind it a bit so I remember where we were, like what was going on in the video. Let's go to here. Why is it muted? Why is it mudded?
Dozens of times, it is usually some reference to a Ministry of Truth-like obvious lie from the government.
Food time.
Musk has referenced and invented
I have
Orwell's
Italian
law
sausage
or Orwell's
and
rule.
pate
He isn't
salad.
particularly
Happy
consistent
face.
that any government agency or legislation will most likely do the opposite of its name. Critics of Musk could then reference 1984 again, accusing him of doublethink, given that he believed any government institution would do the opposite of its name while simultaneously running a government institution called the Department of Government Efficiency. 1984 sales spiked in the early Trump years as the populace was presented with terms like fake news and alternative facts. They also spiked years earlier when Americans learned of the true scale of NSA surveillance. Bernie Sanders called the government spying Orwellian.
That most Americans do not want to live in an Orwellian society where virtually everything that we do is recorded.
Years before that, as the US and Europe entered a manufactured war with Iraq, 1984 once again took the limelight. Michael Moore's 2004 documentary, Fahrenheit 9/11, ends not with a quote from the book that inspired its title, but instead a quote from 1984. On Radiohead's Hail to the Thief, released in 2003, Tom York howls that 2 + 2 always equals 5. And we could keep going back like this. 1984 was, of course, referenced ad nauseum during the Cold War. It was illegal to own in the Soviet bloc, but it circulated widely underground anyway. In 1983, neoconservative war hawk Norman Podhoretz argued that if Orwell saw the success of capitalism and the evils of pacifism, he would join the neocons in opposing nuclear disarmament and attacking the left. In 1950, only 1 year after 1984's release, the writer Mary McCarthy coined the term Orwellian while commenting on fashion magazines. As an instrument of mass snobbery, this remarkable magazine, dedicated simply to the personal cult of its editress, to the fetishism of the flower, outdistances all its competitors in the audacity of its conception. It is a leap into the Orwellian future, a magazine without contest or a point of view beyond its proclamation of itself. A 2023 study by Imogen Burkett found that virtually all parties in British Parliament referenced 1984 or referred to things as Orwellian. Labour the most, as they were the opposition party during the research's time frame, but also the Conservatives, the Liberal Democrats, SNP. This was in reference to technology and privacy, freedom of speech, propagandistic naming conventions, the actions of other government. Ben Bradshaw, Exeter's MP, said that not being able to store one's bike on a carriage with a bike compartment was, quote, Orwellian. The imagery of 1984, too, is spread so widely it's hard to even grasp its influence. There's the Ridley Scott-directed Apple ad for the Macintosh computer.
Secure from the pests, obeying contradictory thoughts, one cause, death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Then there are the parodies of the already almost self-parodying ad.
You liked the ad, right? The commercial, 1984, you liked it.
We showed a lot of happy people drinking Pepsi. We didn't say the world was going to end if you bought a Dr. Pepper.
The Simpsons did it twice. Futurama, an unofficial ad for Obama's 2008 presidential campaign. Valve did it to announce that Half-Life 2 would be available on Mac. Fortnite did it to rally support in their lawsuit against, ironically, Apple. It's hard to remember, but at one time, the concept of capturing one's whole life on film was enough of a pitch to be an entire reality show. Big Brother debuted in 1999 in the Netherlands, 2000 in the US and UK, and the entire hook was built around the ability to surveil contestants for every waking and sleeping moment of their lives. In 2001, the show settled a copyright lawsuit with the Orwell estate. It is a strange feeling, then, in the wake of all its references, to return to the actual text of 1984, a book that does contain its most cited themes, but is so much greater than a bulleted list, so much more specific than its citations give it credit for. The first thing that happens in the book is Winston Smith, a middle-class man living under the regime of Big Brother, takes out a diary and begins to write. April 4th, 1984. Last night to the flicks. All war films, one very good one of a ship full of refugees being bombed somewhere in the Mediterranean. There was a middle-aged woman, might have been a Jewess, sitting up in the bow with a little boy about 3 years old in her arms. Little boy screaming with fright and hiding his head. The woman putting her arms around him and comforting him, although she was blue with fright herself, all the time covering him up as much as possible, as if she thought her arms could keep the bullets off him. Then the helicopter planted a 20-kilo bomb in among them, terrific flash, and the boat went all to matchwood. Then there was a wonderful shot of a child's arm going up, 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 right up into the air. This is how 1984 begins, with an extended, horrible description of the bombing of refugees being used as entertainment. I was surprised to find the description of how Big Brother fostered a particular hate and distrust of women within Winston. He disliked all women, and especially the young and pretty ones. There are the public executions and the endless wars, the abolition of thought and moralizing campaigns against sex, the false confessions from torture, and you see what I'm doing here, right? While rereading the book, I was shocked to find so many things that seemed to speak directly to me, to the things I care about. The book is relentless in its depiction of the crushing of human dignity, the annihilation of art, and the annihilation of hope, and I read it and I thought, good God, Orwell has been on my side all along. And then we're back to the title of this video. Why does everyone think 1984 agrees with them? In many ways, I do feel a kinship with Orwell, because I believe his politics could best be described as annoyed leftist. If you've heard any history of why Orwell wrote the books that he did, it probably goes like this. Inspired to fight fascism in 1936 Spain, George Orwell joined the POUM, or the Workers' Party of Marxist Unification. During his time in Spain, however, he witnessed the various anti-fascist factions fall into infighting as pro-Soviet communists accused him and his allies of being Trotskyists. Returning from the front lines, many of Orwell's battalion were arrested and some likely killed by Soviet agents. He eventually fled the country with a new distrust of communism and a skepticism towards state control, no matter how beneficially it was pitched. This truncated version of events in Orwell's life is not inaccurate, but it is incomplete. A fascinating aspect of Orwell's experience in the Civil War is his general ideological naivete while entering the conflict. He did not join the Workers' Party of Marxist Unification out of any deep connection to their cause. He joined because his initial plans to join under the pro-Soviet British Communist Party had simply gone awry. His alignment with the POUM was one of chance and convenience. I point this out not to diminish Orwell's experience during the war, but to highlight a broader trend in his ideology, that his deeply held moral convictions felt strongly enough that he would volunteer for a civil war in another country, were often matched by a disinterest in the nitty-gritty politicking of individual parties. Another element, sometimes left out of the story, of Orwell's disillusioning experience in Spain was that he was shot in the neck by fascists. If you were looking for his major takeaway from the war, you could read his essay, Why I Write, in which he says, "Every line of serious work that I have written since 1936, the year he went to Spain, has been directly or indirectly against totalitarianism and for democratic socialism."
Where's my computer blowing up?
Orwell was a socialist for basically all of his adult life, and you can see this in his writing. His decrying of income inequality, for instance. England is the most class-ridden country under the sun. It is a land of snobbery and privilege, ruled largely by the old and silly. Or you could
The old and silly is such a funny way of wording it. The old and silly.
Private capitalism, that is an economic system in which land, factories, mines, and transport are owned privately and operated solely for profit, does not work. It cannot deliver the goods. This fact had been known to millions of people for
There's
years
a bunch of silly
past,
people
but
over
nothing
there
ever
in
came of it
England.
because there
Bunch
was
of
no
silly
real urge from
guys.
below to alter the system, and those at the top had trained themselves to be impenetrably stupid on just this point. And yet, it is because of his deeply held leftist beliefs that he felt so outraged over the betrayal by the Soviet communists.
It's a whole country that's in the
Spain. When he returned home, he was
that's into
equally
cosplay.
outraged that he was discouraged from writing about said betrayal by his theoretical political allies.
You're getting ruled by
His writing
cosplayers?
was, in
That's
large
crazy.
part, motivated by personal animus. Dorian Linsky writes that Orwell, quote, didn't personally know any fascists, but he knew plenty of communists. He was still angered by their hypocrisy years later. These stories are undoubtedly fundamental in understanding Orwell's project in writing 1984. What I have found equally revealing, though, are the tales of his earlier life, of his disdain for, but simultaneous participation in, the British project of empire. Orwell was born in 1903 in the British Raj, the British occupation of India. His father, Richard Blair, sorry, this is confusing. Orwell's birth name was Eric Blair. Later in life, Orwell would adopt a son who was also named Richard Blair. Anyway, Orwell's father, Richard Blair, worked for the Opium Department of the Indian Civil Service, aka the part of the British Empire that regulated opium in India and sold it to China. His father was, in a sense, engaging in a form of government-led thought control. And Orwell, too, maintained the empire. In 1922, he joined the Indian Imperial Police in occupied Burma, where he enforced colonial rule over the local population. His experience in Burma was the source for his first novel, Burmese Days, as well as the deeply self-loathing essays, A Hanging and Shooting an Elephant. In these essays, he describes the kind of doublethink that would later define the regime of 1984. He says that he hated his job, that he was all for the Burmese and all against their oppressors, the British, and yet, at the same time, he describes the rage he felt against the colonized Burmese, the evil-spirited little beasts who tried to make my job impossible. Feelings like these are the normal byproducts of imperialism. Ultimately, the stories seem to recognize that the only role of the Imperial is to enact violence. In A Hanging, he watches the execution of a puny, bound and helpless prisoner, the clumsiness of the act, and the immediate repression of the experience by all involved. In Shooting an Elephant, he begins the story with, "In Moulmein, in Lower Burma, I was hated by large numbers of people, the only time in my life that I have been important enough for this to happen to me." The title of this story is not, or at least not exclusively, metaphorical. He is called from his station as a policeman to put down a rogue elephant. He doesn't particularly want to. The elephant is simply eating in a nearby field. But the promise of imminent violence attracts a crowd, 2,000 onlookers, who expect one thing and one thing only from him, the delivery of death. Orwell writes that this is the hollowness of the white man's dominion. He wears a mask and his face grows to fit it. He does eventually kill the elephant. He pours round after round into it as it dies slowly and painfully. All this not because of the danger of the animal, but because of the fundamental insecurity of himself as a representation of the Empire. To come all that way, rifle in hand, with 2,000 people marching at my heels, and then to trail feebly away, having done nothing? No, that was impossible. The crowd would laugh at me. And my whole life, every white man's life in the East, was one long struggle not to be laughed at. Orwell had a knack for participating in the systems he would later incorporate into his view of totalitarianism. He returned to India, in a way, during the Second World War. In 1941, he began working for the BBC, supervising and creating radio programs broadcast specifically to Indian listeners. And although he would eventually claim that he never said anything on air he wouldn't have said as an individual, he was undeniably creating a form of propaganda, sending forth counter-programming to what India might have heard from the Axis. He viewed himself, maybe, as a lesser evil. Quote, "I have kept our propaganda slightly less disgusting than it might otherwise have been." But it's hard to imagine it didn't sting to be accused, as he was by George Woodcock, of returning to his old imperialist allegiances. Maybe it was this experience, as much as with the communists in Spain, that convinced Orwell that the truth could be endlessly manipulated by motivated propagandists, broadcasting an eminently malleable version of the truth over the airwaves. Linsky even identifies a time that Orwell mused he could re-edit speeches by Winston Churchill, creating a false recording of the Prime Minister declaring peace instead of war. When I look at Orwell, his history, his path that brought him to writing 1984, I see his overwhelming fear that the world was becoming something. He writes of the contradictions between his experiences and the reported word. It often gives me the feeling that the very concept of objective truth is fading out of the world. In the past, people deliberately lied, or they unconsciously colored what they wrote, or they struggled after the truth, well knowing that they must make many mistakes. But in each case, they believed that the facts existed and were more or less discoverable. And yet, his sense of what the world had been and what the world would become was locked, somewhat absurdly, to his own lifetime. Is it reasonable, in the world of his adulthood, to fear that the truth would be forever hidden behind ruling parties and propaganda? Of course. But is it reasonable to assume that the world he was born into, a world where his father sold opium for the Empire, where the same Empire gave him the power of life and death over an occupied population, was any better at identifying the objective facts of history? I think one of the irresistible things about dystopias, of which 1984 is one of the greatest, is the sense of seeing the road in our everyday that will eventually lead us into the nightmare. But our sense of what the everyday is, what constitutes normalcy, what form our pre-dystopic notions of the world, is unshakably relative. Whatever we were born into forms our picture of what the world should be like, ought to be like. Our perspective on the dissolution of truth, of honor and fairness, inevitably begins there. For Orwell to write that the very concept of objective truth is fading out of the world makes him feel, in 2026, like a time traveler. How could he so foresee what would befall us? But in fact, the lesson should be the opposite. His observations not prophetic, but reflective of a perpetual
with my
feeling.
Food. Happy face.
And this feeling of the world gradually falling farther and farther from what it should be is not exclusive to democratic socialists. It is a politically agnostic impulse, if not, I dare say, an outright conservative one. You don't have to look very far at all to recognize how much of the conservative appeal is built on the promise that the world can be put back like you remember it as a child, to return to a more simple, more agreeable era, free of any socio-political conflict more complex than, when mom makes you go to bed. An era that, in reality, has never existed.
When
except
mom
in the
makes you
mind of
go
an
to
infant.
bed. No!
In truth, there are two different ways the world can shift towards dystopia. One way is built on action, the consequences of leaders and legislation, and the harm done to populations of people. The other way is built on access to knowledge, exposure to the truth that leaders and legislation and populations of people have not been well for far longer than you've been able to grasp. The world shifts towards dystopia because you learn to recognize the dystopic conditions that have already existed all around you. These two shifts are happening simultaneously. Orwell lived through the First and Second World Wars, trench warfare, death camps, nuclear bombs. He was not wrong in identifying the dystopic themes of his lifetime, the ability of new technology to exert new forms of control over the populace. But was he, I wonder, able to reflect beyond the lens of his own experience, have the awareness to know that the first time he recognized politically motivated lies and propaganda in the reporting around him was not the first time it had happened? The irony and the danger of these two shifts towards dystopia is how easily one can be mistaken for the other, especially given the inevitable nostalgia for the simple world of a child. It might be easy to look at today's protests, for instance, and assume that activists' demands are exclusive to our newly dystopic world. If you are, for instance, Roger Severino, one of the architects of Project 2025 and a big fan of 1984, you might see these social movements as Orwellian. He's said that today's left is forcing people to repeat a lie with their own lips. But if you learn even a little history, today's activists are easily identifiable as a part of a historical continuum. Protests against forever wars, against racial supremacy, or for queer liberation are not sudden constructions of the 21st century. They exist at the long end of a historical timeline, and they have, for the entirety of that timeline, been protesting dystopic conditions, a failure of institutions to recognize people as people. Perhaps the book's perceived political universality is the ease at which its message can be reduced to "you're being lied to." The Ministry of Truth, doublethink, thought crime, 2 + 2 = 5, all on their basest level, are shaped around "they want to convince you the world is a way that it is not." When viewed this way, it's no wonder the novel could slide so easily into any number of ideologies. Crowd sizes, war justifications, paid protesters, COVID lab leaks, elders of Zion, anything and everything. The more strongly felt, the more the other side is trying to make you believe 2 + 2 = 5. But it's not just the idea that you're being lied to. When pundits and posters refer to something as Orwellian, they are quite often referring to a censorship of dissent, that there's only one thing you're allowed to believe, and any other opinion will be suppressed. This is maybe an even more powerful feeling than the sense that you're being lied to, that they are trying to stop you from telling others what you know. This is the thought process that can absolutely fracture one's reality. One person's correction becomes another person's thought police. Why are those doctors so insistent that vaccines work, huh? Is it because they're trying to keep us safe, or is it because they're trying to silence the truth? It's because vaccines work.
It's because they
Perhaps the paradox that most separates us from the time of 1984's writing is the number of places that someone can be silenced. In an environment when everyone has been given the ability to publish, to post, to create a soapbox upon which to declare their thoughts, our questions of free speech are more often specifically questions of amplification. Yes, technically you can say something, but where and how loudly? In 1949, when 1984 was published, you could, be turned down for a newspaper op-ed? Real censorship did exist, of course, and would accelerate in the years to come with McCarthyism, etc., but the vast majority of people, no matter their views, were simply not visible enough to meaningfully run up against institutions that shaped cultural narratives. Fast forward 70 years though, and any random grandma could have the Orwellian experience of being kicked out of a Facebook group for thought crime. Any teenage boy could be banned from a Discord server because Big Brother took an interest in the messages he was sending other users. This is what Varvel's original comic is about, remember? Twitter banned Trump's account and Google suspended Parler, a form of censorship that only exists in the modern era. The usual response to this is fairly straightforward. You can probably say it with me. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. Freedom of speech does not, in fact, guarantee someone a platform. Being banned from Twitter is the action of a company, not the government. It would probably represent far more of an overreach for the government to define the content policies of a non-governmental business. But I actually think Orwell would agree with Varvel. In part, at least. Orwell was a free speech enthusiast, if not an absolutist. He said he was committed to hearing the unfashionable opinion that everyone shall have the right to say into print what he believes to be the truth, and yet he recognized there were limits. When one demands liberty of speech and of the press, one is not demanding absolute liberty. There always must be, or at any rate there always will be, some degree of censorship, so long as organized societies endure. The full quote about everyone having the right to say and to print whatever they believe to be the truth ends with, provided only that it does not harm the rest of the community in some quite unmistakable way. No, my hunch, and I have to emphasize this is a hunch, is that the man would be shaken by the unexamined elements of Varvel's cartoon. Not that Twitter and Google chose to throw specifically Donald Trump and Parler off their platforms, but that the modern realm of public discourse is monolithically shaped and defined by enormous billion-dollar technology companies, that the same industry responsible for the decimation of Orwell's beloved newspaper was now the only place to go for information, that the policies of these companies were now the de facto content guidelines for public discourse as determined by solely non-elected executives. But that said, even though I do think Orwell would find this aspect of society dystopian, it's still not what 1984 is about. If Varvel meant to do more with this cartoon than simply lampoon Twitter and Google for being woke, if he meant to draw attention to the outsized influence of tech companies on our public discourse, he may have chosen the single worst victim for that example. If anyone on Earth didn't need to rely on the communication channels afforded by social media, it was the sitting president of the United States. 1984 is a book about the state's totalitarian control of every aspect of society, from industry to press to entertainment. From this position, the ability of a non-governmental platform to stop hosting the president isn't an example of Orwellian thought control, it's actually the exact opposite, a demonstration, in a way, of freedom. A private company acting independently of and antagonistically towards the government, which is way more credit than Twitter actually deserves, but still. Upon 1984's original release, almost all sides of the political spectrum flocked to use its dystopian vision to bolster their own platform. The exception was the communists. Orwell was already known for Animal Farm and his generally anti-Soviet views. Stalin was, though not the only, the most apparent analog of Big Brother. Masses and Mainstream, a monthly Marxist magazine, alliteration, titled its review Maggot of the Month, and wrote that the book's popularity demonstrated a deep societal sickness. Pravda, the official newspaper of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, said that 1984 represented the gruesome prognostications of a whole army of venal writers on the orders and instigation of Wall Street. It is ironic, so many decades and so many waves of influence later, that most reviews treated the book as inextricably tied to the moment it was published. The communists could only see it as a condemnation of communism. American Republicans said it was obviously warning against the New Deal. Mark Schorer, writing a contemporaneous review for the New York Times, said that 1984's kineticism may mean that its greatness is only immediate, its power for us alone, now, in this generation, this decade, this year, that it is doomed to be the pawn of time. 77 years and tens of millions of sales later, it does make you wonder, what is it about 1984? If a book is written as a warning, if it literally picks a date in the future to set itself, and then that date comes and goes, why do we still cling to it so tightly? Well, because it is not, actually, a book of prophecy. It is not about the world we're headed into, it is about the one we've found ourselves in. Orwell wrote 1984 only after he started paying attention to how ideological narratives of war and culture were spun. Sure, he repeated that he didn't think the world he wrote about will arrive, only that it could occur. But the fears he articulated in 1984 were not ones yet to arrive. They were already there. The world as a stage where superpowers would trade war back and forth, history manipulated and wielded as a weapon, populations taught who to hate and who to worship. Perhaps, if he looked back on his life, he would recognize that the same forces shaped the world before him. Perhaps if we looked back on ours, we would recognize the same. In the terrifying ending of the novel, as Winston is held prisoner deep inside the Ministry of Love, his will is obliterated by Big Brother's torture. You must stop imagining that posterity will vindicate you, Winston, O'Brien, his torturer, says. Posterity will never hear of you. You will be lifted clean out from the stream of history. We shall turn you into gas and pour you into the stratosphere. You will be annihilated in the past as well as the future. You will have never existed. The only thing that is forever, O'Brien continues, is Big Brother. Not the stars in the sky, not the laws of physics, only the regime, only power. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face. Forever. And in a way, in one very specific way, O'Brien is right. Not that Big Brother itself would last forever. Regimes change, empires fall. Even the appendix at the end of the book is written in past tense, as if looking back on a previous era. But as each of us begins to perceive the world, to recognize the machines much bigger than ourselves, to ask fundamental questions of justice and injustice, we find the boot that is always there, perhaps worn by one foot or another, but always moving down, always seeking to stamp itself upon the face of humanity. In a foreword to 1984 written by Thomas Pynchon, he writes that one of Orwell's terrors was that he might one day lose his political anger and end up as one more apologist for things as they are. And more so, that his writing would eventually be claimed by those he opposed. The ability of the ruling element to co-opt dissent was ever present. No one thinks that they're the ones co-opting 1984. We all view ourselves as Winston Smiths, having finally ripped off his blindfold, unable to ignore the horrible elements of the world anymore. And I guess, if I could make one plea to the entire political spectrum reading 1984, it would be, look at your targets and ask yourself, is this where power is truly gathered? Or are you being misled by a Big Brother so vast you can't even recognize it? Big Brother is not just someone asking you to change your mind. Big Brother is the war profiteer, the imprisoner, the torturer, the reality definer. Gary Varvel, for as mediocre as I think his comic is, did look and identify some of the major powers in our current ecosystem. And he did it by himself and chose to make it into art with only the help of one of the most powerful books ever written. So I think I have to hand it to... Sorry, what's this? Okay, so this says... So immediately after President Donald Trump was suspended from Twitter, the day before Varvel's comic came out, the president's son, Donald Trump Jr., tweeted, "We are living in Orwell's 1984. Free speech no longer exists in America." So Varvel is just parroting. He didn't even think of it himself. He just... Mother...
You know, making these videos
He's just walking through the woods.
takes a long time. It takes a lot of research, and it is right now the most beautiful time of the year in North Carolina. It is the blooming springtime, and I've just been inside for the last month reading about George Orwell. So this month, for the Nebula exclusive companion video that I'm making, I think I'm just gonna do a picnic. I think I'm just gonna
do a
on
picnic?
a picnic. In 1984, actually, Winston Smith, the only times that he gets to be like chill and normal is when he leaves the city and he goes to the countryside and he's having, you know, these kind of picnics and these hideaways with his beautiful girlfriend. And so I think I'm gonna have a picnic with my beautiful wife, and we're gonna make some very good sandwiches. We're gonna make some very good food. We'll go out. I'll probably talk more about 1984 and George Orwell, but in a much chiller, much more normal way. Nebula, if you're unaware, is this premium streaming service that is run by creators like me. It provides kind of a healthier home for this type of work, free of copyright restrictions, free of toxic algorithms. You know, I should have made, I'm making a Big Brother reference. That's what this is. YouTube algorithm, Big Brother. Nebula, not Big Brother. Chill, younger brother.
Chill, younger brother.
I can put work, unlike the normal, very rigorous, very, you know, scripted essays that I'm putting on YouTube. I can do cooking videos, I can do picnic videos, I can do interviews, I can, you know, talk for 10 minutes about the graphics of Arkham Knight and have that just be the whole video with how cool the graphics of Arkham Knight are. I have dozens and dozens of exclusive videos on Nebula, and it's also just obscenely cheap in a way that still kind of doesn't make sense to me, because everything else is getting more and more expensive, and Nebula is still $250 a month, which is so cheap it almost like boggles my mind. I've also really been enjoying on Nebula how much stuff is coming there early now, as well as the exclusives. Tom Scott videos are coming out early. Patrick Willems just put out maybe his best video a month early. Sarah Z videos early. Innuendo Studios has some of my favorite like work on video game storytelling in a video that I think is still exclusive to Nebula. Come to a picnic, come vicariously experience some really good sandwiches, and then stick around on Nebula, because there is a truly unbelievable amount of good stuff waiting there for you, and it is...
No. No, I don't think I will. That was a good video. I always like Jacob Geller videos. They're so well done. They're so good. They're so good, so good, so good. Holy moly. It was a long one though. 40-minute video. Buh. 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 What the hell? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. What the fuck? There's some weird shit in my recommended today. Get out of here! It's video game time. Because I really want to play more of this game. Because it's been such a joy so far. Such a awesome, wholesome experience so far. I think the audio is a little delayed.